Mm-hmm. Right there.
And we are live Unapologetic Podcast, current events and the latest in entertainment with the actual and factual Kimberly Smith. How are you tonight?
Bless Black and Holly, baby. How about yourself?
It's been a short day, but a rough day. I will say that. An emotional day, but we're glad to be alive
Amen.
in the land of the living.
I know that's right.
And we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world today. A lot of entertainment stuff today. Usher and Chris Brown decided to go on tour.
Yes.
In the midst
yes.
of all that's going on. I like to call it greedy.
Oh, wow. Really?
Were you excited when you saw it?
Yes, I was excited when I saw it. I was, first of all, the first thing I thought that it was AI. I do want to say that. Yeah. I definitely thought it was AI. I said, this is not happening. This is not real. But then when I verified through the chat GB and the T that it was correct, I got excited because I did not go see either of them on the first run.
Okay.
You know me. I do not like to pay for concert tickets. It's not really my thing unless I am forced to, and I am being forced to do so this time. So I do not have a choice. I will be at Usher and Chris Brown in somebody's city. Hopefully in this city. But you know, we don't know how tickets are gonna be. We don't know like what the rush is or anything like that. So this is one that we are willing to travel for. What about yourself?
You know what? I saw Chris Brown.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I saw Usher.
Okay.
I was like, why would y'all do this now? You could have saved people a lot of money.
Well, you know, I don't know.
And they do it in the midst when J. Cole is on tour, Jill Scott is on tour, Jay-Z is doing it tour, Bruno Mars is doing it tour.
Side note, real quick, nobody wants to go see Bruno Mars with me.
Well, I want to see Bruno Mars. I just don't know if it's going to be in Chicago because of the weather.
Okay.
So I'll let you know.
Well, you let me know because I asked the table and everybody turned up their nose. I said, excuse me, what is wrong with y'all?
That's crazy because Bruno Mars is bringing Anderson .Paak and Leon Thomas.
One, I love Leon Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with Anderson .Paak, just a little bit. I mean, I can vibe with him though. I'm not really worried about it. But did you see the clip that came out where he was talking about paying off the debt to the casino?
Yeah.
I said, yes, Bruno, let the people know that you're no longer in debt. He said, this is for himself. This is not for the others, okay? But, wait a minute, who else is going on tour? I mean, Jay-Z is a choice.
Yeah, a bunch of local stuff. You got Essence Fest too.
Yeah.
You got Roots Festival. So I thought Cardi's already
wrapping up. Yeah.
I just thought this was greedy. Sit down.
I don't know.
Chris Brown was on tour for 2 years.
No, he was not.
Yeah, no, serious.
It was 2 years.
25. This is 2026.
Yeah.
He did 25 and 24 or 25 and 26. He went into 2 years. Unreal. Usher was in Europe. Was his residency.
Yes.
What more do you want? I think that this was greedy. Not a fan of. Will not be in the building.
What? You're not going?
No.
Oh my God!
I just spent too much money on them. They got my money.
You know, I understand. Yeah, I know. I understand you people that seen them separately or whatever. I totally get y'all. What I wrote to the girls is, are we just spending the night at the stadium? Because like that's all I want to know.
Yeah.
It's like Chris Brown likes to put on a 3-hour concert. From my understanding, Usher is not far behind him with like 2.5. So I just want to know, do I need to bring my blanket with me? Because are we just staying in the stadium? Because I don't understand how both of them are going to go in less than 3 hours.
Oh, you're not going to get Chris Brown's 3-hour show. You probably get a 3-hour show, but it'll be combined. They can't do all their hits.
I don't know.
You probably going to be more disappointed because they hear the song.
I don't know. I think he'll especially Chris Brown. I'm not worried about him. They said that he put on a great show regardless anyway. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm going. Like I said, the girls want to go. Yeah, the girls want to go, so I'm gonna fork over. Now let me just be quiet because let me say something. If them tickets pop up next week and they anywhere above $500, I'm gonna set it on now.
You're going to pay.
I'm not paying over $500.
You gotta pay.
I'm not doing it. I'm not paying over $500 to see them. I'm not doing it. If I'm paying $500, you better put me in the suite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I pay for that, but I'm not sitting like in the whatever for $500. I'm not doing it. Okay. Absolutely not.
Well, you ain't going. And speaking of that, that's Coachella price. They say Coachella prices, you had to pay $30 for a pizza.
The general admission ticket for Coachella was $1,000.
No.
And then that is just getting you in, okay?
To stand up?
To stand up.
Yeah.
Okay. That is getting you in to stand up. That did not include if you wanted to stay on the grounds, because that was an additional fee.
Yeah.
They said that food for one day could range you from anywhere to $200 to $400. That's just food.
Yeah.
And that's general admission ticket for the day, not the weekend.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, the day, not the weekend.
Yeah.
So it's a no for me.
Yeah. And they paid Justin Bieber $10 million, highest paid ever. So I guess that's why those prices were the way they were.
And shout out to Justin Bieber for finding a way to make his money and not paying his record company. So I guess Justin Bieber has had a dispute with his record company or something like that. Not really sure. But what he did was everybody thought it was very unique that he was playing his songs off of YouTube and then singing to them. But come to find out, he did to make sure that the record company would not get the revenue or anything from the stream or from the concert. Shout out to Justin Bieber. Like, clearly whatever he's going through, he's pulling himself together and he is finding a way to make sure that he is making his own money. So shout out to Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just talked about some most likely rock and roll Hall of Famers: Justin Bieber, Usher, Chris Brown. And we have a new list of the 2026 rock and roll inductees. Fela, if you're not familiar with him, I'm not very familiar, but I know he has a very good story and was very influential. Queen Latifah, Cleo, making it to the rock. MC Light, Celia Cruz, Sade, Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Clan, all inductees this year. How do you feel about it? Because I don't care.
Shout out to them. The people were upset
about
New Edition.
But Luther made it too, right?
Okay, I didn't see Luther, but I know that.
What was Luther last year?
I think that was last year.
Or was he supposed to make it and didn't make it?
What? I don't remember.
Mariah made it. Maybe it was Luther and New Edition that were left off.
Well, people are very upset about New Edition. They said New Edition had the most fan count or something like that. But I guess that didn't matter because clearly, unfortunately, they did not make it. But when I tell you the blacks were upset about New Edition, they were upset.
Well, you know what? The rock means nothing to me. And you know why.
I know.
And congratulations to them all.
Yes.
New Edition was not the name that I was needed to hear.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, we talked about this last week.
We did.
And you said that I was gonna go. But as the time goes on, it makes me not want to go. I know that I'm changing as a person because the stuff that I normally would deal with, would kind of sort of tolerate. It's like it's a hard no. And I'm very close to this with a hard no. No Janet Jackson. I'm glad they're not going to talk about the trial a lot. But I mean, to see all the drama within the family leading up to it, Mike was dead.
Oh,
he is dead. He's been dead since 09.
09, yes, 09.
Long, let him rest in peace. And then Jermaine and Randy want to go have sister, cousin, wives, all type of stuff going on with this one woman, Alejandra.
But this is not new.
It's not new.
Right, this is not new at all. Them kids is grown. No.
Go away. Well, but see, now they're using it as an opportunity to make money
Okay. What you
and to
mean?
be in the press.
Okay.
You know, and it's just like, well, I mean, come on, like, just, uh, I'm tired of the Jackson family. I
Damn.
know why Janet be like, you know what? Don't say my name. Leave me alone.
Jenna said, I don't know them.
Yeah.
Oh, not Jenna said, I don't know them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why this is like back in the news. I don't know why people are talking about this. This was something that happened like in the 80s and 90s. Like, I'm pretty sure these kids are grown now.
One of them is the star.
Right. One of them is in the movie. So yeah, I mean, this has always been known that they pass around women. So yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
they make it seem like they one big happy family. Yeah, my mom was with my uncle, and this is my brother and my first cousin. It's like
it's not funny.
it's
not
sad.
funny.
It's really
Yeah,
sad.
no, we don't.
Go away.
We not.
Go
It's
away.
not funny.
Go away.
No.
50 Cent Doc. You know, I don't know if 50's life it would be that interesting to
Really?
watch. I mean, we know about how he trolls people.
Right.
You know, we know about him being shot
Yes.
and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but after that, you know, once he made it big, you know, we know he really is. What is it really to talk about?
I'm pretty sure they'll talk about like nobody wanted to sign him. The actual real story about him getting shot. About the people in New York who actually shot him. About him starting his own label. About them. Nobody really pays attention to the fact that 50 Cent was an East Coast artist that was signed by West Coast rappers, right?
Mhm.
So I'm pretty sure they'll go into that because that is very, and then look at the time. You know what I mean? That happened. That wasn't really a thing. I'm pretty sure they'll go into Ja Rule and him. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that will be a thing. Yeah, I don't know. Like 50 Cent built an entire business outside of rap, and not many rappers have been as successful as he has been. Like, look what he did to Stars. Was a dying network, right? Like, Stars was on its way out the door and Power revived it. Like, nobody was signing up for Stars and paying $13.99 a month for that shit. And he not only created Power, but he created an entire universe around it that like made him millions. So I don't know. I think I would be here for it. You know, I don't really know his backstory about like his actual family, and I would really like to know why him and his oldest son don't get along. So, like, if he's going to talk about stuff like that, I think that'd be interesting.
Shout out to my cancer brother 50 Cent and the actual factual for making it sound kind of interesting. But I'm okay if it's a documentary.
Yeah.
With him telling his side to stories,
right,
and being funny and stuff like that. I don't want it to be a doc where it's like a movie with people playing him and things like that. I'm not.
Oh, no. I don't. Yeah, see, hopefully it's nothing like that. Hopefully he, like I said, 50 Cent is very private about certain. Even this new baby. Mm-hmm. And the girlfriend that was his baby mama, but now is we did. Like, if you gonna talk about stuff like that, you would draw me in, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you just gonna set up and play for 3 whole episodes, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. And shout out to the real influencers and creators and people who have a lot of talent that get behind the cameras and the microphone, such as myself, and the actual fact. We've been doing this a very long time now. And shout out to Michelle Obama, who doesn't have to do any of this stuff, but she does. And it seems like her show is really good. I've only seen clips. But she's going to go to Cleveland to pull up on Dave Chappelle.
Well, it's outside of Cleveland that he done bought the River Springs or Sandy, whatever springs, the Yellow Springs or whatever, Uh-huh. But I have watched Michelle Obama and her brother's podcast multiple times. It's very good. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy her brother. I never really knew much about him before I watched the podcast. But they have a very great relationship. I really like them together. They played well off each other. And then I like how they frame their podcast because it's not really like them coming in only talking about the guests. Like they have all kind of segments. They have people called like write in and stuff like that. So really like this, and I am very intrigued that Michelle Obama has picked Dave Chappelle to interview because like wow. So I'm here for it. Once it drops, I will definitely watch this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, well, you'll let us know how it is.
I definitely will.
So, and we are maybe seeing Dave Chappelle show reboot.
That could be an option. Now he claims that this is something that could be in the works. The thing is that would Dave Chappelle's show be okay in this era? Is the question. Like, is this something that potentially would get on air and be canceled right away? Like, what are your thoughts on that? I think is my question.
If he's not going to go all the way, I wouldn't even be bothered with it.
Oh, really?
People have tried to cancel Dave Chappelle for years. It has not happened. So I don't think that, just like Jimmy Kimmel, the people came rally behind Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
The people are rallying behind Drewski, who's coming up later in the show.
Yeah.
So I think that he is one of those people that can go there without being canceled, and the people will rally behind. So we'll see.
I agree.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah.
I love Dave Chappelle show. One of my college friends introduced me to the Chappelle show years and years ago.
Mhm.
And it is still characters right now today that I will fall out dying, like laugh, die line, die line, die line. Like that is still absolutely hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And then that clip where he's like supposed to be the president and like they ask him a question, he knocked over the water. The only thing I can think of is Trump. Every single time I watch that clip. So shout out to Dave Chappelle.
Never seen one episode. Never seen a big Dave Chappelle.
Oh my God! Wow.
Now that I don't have cable, maybe I can put it in and catch some old episodes.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you probably can catch it on YouTube. Now that's one thing I will say. I don't know if Dave Chappelle show streams anywhere.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Huh.
Will and Jada. Is this fake news about the divorce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish it was.
I don't know why all these like old clips are coming up about Jada. Like one AI clip had her saying that she lied about the whole August Alsina thing because she was worried about Will's feeling. All of that is fake. Now it does very much seem like they are living separate lives right now, but like that's always been a thing for them. You know what I mean? They've been very open and honest with everybody that they have an open relationship or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think money wise Will can leave Jada. I don't. They got married in California. California is a community property state. I don't think that there was any type of prenup signed back in the day. Yeah, I don't. It's cheaper to keep her 100%.
Cardi B, moving on. You're not going to give her any more time than what she deserves. Trash. What's going on with this? I'm confused of what is happening here. So we're going to turn it over to the actual factual Kim Smith.
You know, when men cannot manipulate you into coming back into the fold of what they want to do to you.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You said you passing the phone over this way. Wait a minute. Let me go back.
Okay,
so when a man cannot manipulate you into staying in the fucked up situation that they have put you in, then their next step is that they want to embarrass you, right? They want to make sure that other people know that that they don't think highly of you. And so it was no secret that Cardi had let it be known that this child that she was pregnant with was Stephon Diggs' child. But Offset being the person that he is, because he can't control Cardi anymore. He can't control the narrative or anything anymore. He went and asked the court to for a petition to make her do a paternity test. There was no need for it because she had not slept with him. So the court threw it out. But what he did know is what? That the blogs would pick it up, that it would come out during while she was in her concert, and that it would embarrass her. And all of those things he succeeded in.
So I disagree.
What do you disagree about? I just gave you the facts.
This I disagree with your last part where you said that it embarrasses her. I think that this gives women fuel to get a divorce. Or to stay married and get pregnant. And just completely forget about marriage, the other kids involved, and that it's just okay to move on and have a baby, and life is just blah blah blah. While you're married, the people don't care about marriage anymore. Stop getting married, and it's just sad. It's sad because if your this is at the end of the day, Kim, this is her husband. And that's asking for a paternity test
that she has been separated from for over a year and a half.
And separated people still have marital business and separated.
What I'm saying is, if that was an actual fact that they had intimate relations in the year and a half that they had been apart, the judge would have made Cardi do the paternity test. The fact that the judge came back and threw the request out lets it be known that Cardi has not slept with him.
But the judge doesn't know that.
What I'm saying.
So why would he throw it out and he doesn't know if that's true or not?
Because she doesn't have to lie about it.
People don't have to lie about a lot of stuff, but
I'm just saying. All I'm telling you is how the court works. Okay.
All I'm saying is money talk.
I don't. It hasn't nothing. First of all, Offset shouldn't be spending money on nothing with his broke ass.
I'm sorry. I'm saying Cardi to pay.
No. What I'm saying. That's why he got shot in his ass, because he owes so many people money. So Offset needed to keep that $325 that he took down to the courthouse to petition the court. And he needed to pay some of his debt.
$100,000 to a Detroit casino.
And
what?
And $10,000 to the boy that shot him.
Oh, okay.
And $25,000 to one of these football players that put him on blast. Okay. Sweetie, keep that $325 that you gave the court to play with Cardi in her face and go on and pay these debts.
And all these debts that he has, he ended up doing his Coachella performance, rolled out in a wheelchair. Offset, yeah.
Yikes. Okay, keep him. Okay.
I wonder, but he can't. Justin Bieber bought him out, right? Who bought him out?
Don't give me the line. I didn't do Coachella this year. I can't tell you. I can tell you who was there. I know Tim's was there. I know he did not, because Justin Bieber brought out Tim's and what's that other boy name?
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't him. Okay. But yeah. Anyway.
And the reason why I wanted to know about this story, because DDG is the guy that has a baby by Halle Berry, right? Halle Bailey.
Haley. Haley Bailey.
Halle
Haley. And let me just stop and say, we went and seen You, Me, and Tuscany this weekend with Haley, however you want to say it, sweetie, and Rajan, and it was absolutely so cute. Shout out to Will Packer. I'm so happy the Black community showed up, because they told us the Black rom-coms were no more, that they went out in the 2000s, and I am very happy to say that we went to the Harper Theater to see it, so a Black theater full of Black people on a Saturday night, and the movie was absolutely adorable. So if you have not seen it yet, please go see it this weekend so they can get the numbers. There are 2 other Black creators waiting on the success of this particular movie to see if their movies are going to be greenlit. So please go out and support it.
Okay. And so now he is with another recycled lady.
Yeah.
India Love having a baby.
I mean, okay. Jealousy is a terrible thing. Word on the street is that once she got that Little Mermaid part, he could not handle it. and that relationship turned very volatile. And she got out, thank goodness. And now he was trying to use the baby against her, because how this all started is that she had got this role, You, Me, and Tuscany, which was filmed in Italy. And this is why the whole Italy thing makes sense now. And he tried to make it like that she was trying to steal the child and like go across seas to get the child away from him. But thank goodness the judge was like, she's working. Y'all can work out a schedule. And that is what happened. So she got to film the movie, and he got to see the baby. So it all worked out, thank goodness. But I think that he was very excited to post something like this. And yes, exactly that. So you went from Haley Bailey, I mean, millionaire in her own right, been famous for all this time, the literal new Little Mermaid, to India Love that has been passed around the industry for years. So shout out to DDG.
I it was a beautiful day here in Chicago. But we know that when the sun comes out, the drama comes with it.
Yes.
So we had a few kids that just um, lost their lives and suicide today. So it's been an emotional day here on the South Side. I can't even fight with the actual fact of the day with this stuff. In the words of Martin, when he got beat up by on the show, he was like, "I don't want to fight no more." I don't even have to fight with you.
What is still? I don't even understand what the fight would be.
The way you just go straight in on the black man. It's like, wow. But
so I just want to make sure you have a son. So let's just say your son brought home a woman that you and your wife approved of, and then for whatever reason they, just couldn't work it out. And then in the next year, he comes home with a girl that both of you saw as trouble coming in, and then he pops up and say, "Hey, it's dad. We're having a baby." How would you feel?
I'm with you on that.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because DDG put it out there like he had like made an upgrade, and I'm not knocking India Love, because do what you want to with your stuff, right? But what I'm saying is you said it, not me. You said passed around, and that is exactly what she has been. She has been passed around the industry. Wasn't she paid by Drewski to be his girlfriend or something like that?
And I thought she was with either like Lil Durk or G Herbo or something. She was with one of the Chicago people too. I think that's her. I'm not sure. Uh, let's shout out to the Harrises. All of them have some talent. The kids are making some money, but did we? Yikes!
What was you saying?
Yikes!
Okay.
You can be talented. Please, sometimes I know you don't know how that baby gonna come out and how that baby gonna look later on. But
yeah,
we talked to we was somewhere and we was like, you don't know what you get with somebody and you really thinking like, how my baby gonna look? So you say, okay, Kim and I get together. Okay, the baby's gonna look like Kim. Okay, I can see the baby. I'm okay if the baby look like Kim, or if the baby comes out looking like something like the baby look like something like. But like they kids,
not all of them. Not all of them. Well, that's not they. That's not they. Okay, well, no. Let me think. Eris is a cute little thing. That's their kid together.
The little
girl, Eris, and then Major. Okay. Now, yeah, King is a little.
Let's just move on.
Okay, absolutely. All right. So, this story I didn't really like after I found out all the details. This what really lets you know that like the police department sometimes really do want to just like embarrass people. That is their point. So what actually happened was King was pulled over for speeding, and he had a visible gun out, but as you know, Atlanta is open carry. So
And so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But even if he doesn't really appear black in this photo, he is, a D WB
Mm,
with famous parents.
which is true. So when they pulled him over, since it's an open carry, he can't get in trouble for the gun. But they claimed that they seen like a vape pen. And when they asked him to get out the car, I guess that's when it escalated. Once it escalated, he was arrested. But then when they put out the story, they made it like he was charged with guns and drugs. But the gun was actually his and the drugs was a vape pen. So do you see what I mean? How like they tried to twist the story?
Yeah.
That would have never happened if he wasn't T.I.'s son.
So, okay, I lost my thought. Well,
Okay.
oh no, you all want to move down to Georgia.
Everybody going to
Black folk. And
Mhm.
I don't think that's a thing too much. You don't really hear about it too much. You know, it's people that are like, we don't want you here. We don't want you here. But when you go down to Georgia, now, he was born and raised down there, so it's one thing for him. But you all want to go down to Georgia coming from the north and go down to Houston and go down to Phoenix and stuff like that. Go down to North Carolina. Different set of rules for black people down there.
Point blank, the South is still the South.
The South is still the South. So you might see a lot of your people around there in color, but you got to worry about them judges. You got to worry about the laws of the people.
That's it. That's all. But I do personally think this will be thrown out later on. But like they made their point, they embarrassed him.
Maybe we could send them to rehab with the Britney Spears. Just give me the money, Britney. Well, I don't suffer from addiction. I know I prove my point when I go out of town and they don't have a lot of they don't have a regular Pepsi. When I go to the South, it's very hard for me to find the Pepsi, and definitely not finding no wild cherry Pepsi. We go out the country, they don't use they use the real sugar, so it don't taste the same. So I have to fast from Pepsi when I leave the North. Uh, Brittany is having some problems, and she needs a lot of prayer. But I think her guardianship or whatever ship had ended.
Her conservatorship.
Conservatorship. So
her conservatorship, yes, she was pulled out of that. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But it does seem like Brittany might need some extra help.
Yeah.
So she was actually arrested for a DUI a couple weeks back. And it seemed like for a minute there that she came out, she made a statement. She basically said, like, hey, I'm fine. I was just, having a moment. And then she got rearrested very much soon after for the same thing. Then she went online doing some very much erratic things. And so then it seemed like charges were coming. And just like the good Tiger Woods, she is now on her way to rehab.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck to you, Brittany. Good luck to you, Brittany. Go and make up some new dance steps or something. Go make some music. Go dance. It's something else to do than what you're doing. I got some work for you if you need.
I think now, don't get me wrong. Now, Brittany is still very rich, very very rich, so she'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I'm saying she could be very rich, but she needs something to do. Okay. TLC. Before we go there, TLC versus Destiny's Child. Who are you taking?
Destiny's Child.
Matthew Knowles is saying the same thing. He's saying that Destiny's Child is bigger than TLC.
You disagree with this statement?
I don't disagree, and I definitely don't disagree now that we know that Chili is MAGA. But
what got to do with anything?
You said what?
But with their success was early on. So us knowing that she's MAGA now doesn't change who they were in the 90s.
Oh, it does.
You think so?
If you have to have a vert, you can in court. You may not be able to use certain things, but what is that lawyer gonna do? They're gonna say it, and then the judge gonna be like, "Oh no, that you can't. That's not permitted." Blah blah. But it has already been embedded in your head. Juror's head.
Yeah, they say strike.
It's persuasive.
Yes.
And so that's what I think of TLC right now. I think of Chili being MAGA.
Okay.
And that gives the edge to Destiny's Child. But I don't know if I go back to the 90s,
Okay.
if I'm going to choose Destiny's Child music over TLC. I don't
What?
know about that. I don't know
Okay.
about that.
Even though if you don't know about their music now, trajectory wise, who has sold the most? Who's known the most? Destiny's Child. If you look at their era and look at TLC's era, I get it. Don't get me wrong. TLC was the first girl group to do a lot. But at the end of the day, if you put their numbers side by side, it's going to be Destiny's Child.
Yeah, number wise,
Yeah.
yes. I'm just talking about music. See, Destiny's Child came at a time when social media was taking off. And 97, no came out. I want to say 97.
Facebook didn't pop off to '02. I mean, excuse me.
But the internet, though, you had the internet.
Yeah.
High school, things start changing.
Okay.
And I want to say that TLC should be able to go album for album with Destiny's Child.
I disagree.
All right. Well,
so in the verses,
we're gonna do a show.
Okay. So in the verses, you got TLC.
I don't know.
That's what it breaks down to. So in the verses, who do you have?
I don't think that I'm right now. I'm just saying that I don't think that it's like Destiny's Child landslide easy. I think that TLC can go with Ooh on the TLC tip.
Okay.
Great album, an inaugural album.
Okay.
What was the second album with Red Light?
Red Light Special.
That Crazy Sexy Cool.
Crazy Sexy Cool. Yes.
The Crazy Sexy Cool album. Destiny's Child can't mess with that album at all. Not one Destiny's Child album can mess with Crazy Sexy Cool.
Okay.
And then you got Fan Mail with No Scrubs and all of that.
And that's it, right?
And then and then Destiny's Child has Writings on the Wall.
Okay.
And then they have the one with Survivor.
Okay.
And I think they have 3 albums. I think they have 3 albums too.
I don't know about that. Okay.
I think we might have to bring out a heavy hitter, TJ.
I know. Yeah, that might be a them thing. Let's see. They got Survivor.
We have to take Beyonce out of it. This is
Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
You were right. Destiny's Child, Survivors, The Writing on the Wall.
Yeah.
Destiny Fulfilled. And that might be it. So 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know if they album for album, hit for hit, can. It would be a great versus. Agreed. I don't know about if I'm taking Destiny's Child in the landslide.
Okay.
Michigan coach.
Okay.
Tell us about that. The actual factual Kim Smith. He got some sentencing for messing with the help.
You want to know what? Let me tell you something. Black men have to stop thinking that they're the fantasy, right? And I'm going to explain something with that. So this man was married to a white woman, okay? Had kids with her. But then this younger white woman at the school decided that he was everything that she's ever wanted. And so he started having an affair with her. She got pregnant, didn't want to, told him that she wasn't going to get rid of it, but ended up getting rid of it anyway. But when she told him that she was pregnant, I'm not saying this in a rude way, but most men freaked out and decided that he was going to cut it off, right? Mm-hmm. So then...
Sounds like a Tyler Perry movie. I think that's a family that prays.
Well, those were the whites. Well, they were black. Don't forget when she slapped her over that counter. But, so what happened is that once she decided she didn't want to, but he wanted her to, she was fired. Mm-hmm. He had already, don't forget, upped her salary $50K. Mm-hmm. We talked about that on another show. And she went and got representation. And what her and the lawyer cooked up was that they were going to say that he was stalking her, that she was in fear for her life, that all of these things were happening. Therefore, this is how he gets fired from the university. This is how he actually originally got arrested and was charged with all of these things. And then come to find out, guess what? The white woman's tears was a lie the whole time.
Yeah.
He was not stalking her. He was not physically abusive with her. He was sentenced to 18 months probation and a $1,300 fine. You lost that $6 million job for that. I can't.
Your girl Robin is back.
No. Let's stay right here. Let's stay right here. No. What are your thoughts?
Look.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are exactly what you said.
Uh-huh.
Stupid.
Okay.
And black men with white women is not the way.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you have money.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, we're going to talk about black women with white men.
Oh,
and I think that we are just kind of seeing the trend here. Yes, there are some great love stories.
Yes.
But here in America, the history is deep.
Yes.
And this has been going on for centuries. So that's why I was moving on. Your girl Robin is back.
I think this is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
You said he wouldn't be back on Bravo. You said Robin wouldn't be back on Bravo. Robin is back, and we're going to say goodbye to Kiana.
Mm-hmm.
I liked her.
Yeah,
I didn't like her and Angel together.
No, honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny. I laughed at this in my head. I said, "Not you bringing your best friend on and your best friend getting both y'all fired."
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You bring your best friend on and your best friend get both y'all fired.
Yeah. Now I will say that I did not dislike Angel, but I do think that she let Giselle get a hold of her.
Yeah.
And you can't.
I told you before what Angel's issue was. Angel, in real time, found out that she wasn't the cool girl.
Yeah.
And she could not function.
Yeah.
Like, Angel had been a wag for so long.
Yeah.
And used that title to her advantage for so long. When she ran up against women that did not care that she was a wag,
Yeah.
she could not adjust.
And what's a wag?
A wife or girlfriend of an athlete.
Okay.
Yes. So I personally feel like that Angel found out, like I said, in real time that she was not a cool girl. And most people know how to adjust from that, right? Like, you come into a girl group, you're not the standout anymore. And so, like, you know how to condition yourself to the group. That's how most women are. Angel could not regulate. And it sunk her.
And she was fat.
Well, she had just had a baby.
People don't, and I say this all the time, people don't like fat people.
Uh-huh.
And, maybe she should have waited a season to, come on the show and get herself together. Because she was all over the place. She lost the house in Potomac and had to go back to Colorado. Then they say she done bought a house in Potomac and now she
got fired. Yeah. Her and Bobby should have worked that out more. I don't agree with the fat comment because she had literally just had 2 babies back to back.
And then she was catfishing. That was not her on no.
That was before.
Ooh, dog, that was rough. They beat her up pretty good. She should have waited. She made a bad decision. I know you wanted to get a check and get on TV. You should have waited, Angel.
Was her husband really broke? Is Bobby broke? I don't know his NFL career.
I don't know.
Okay. Who was he in the NFL? I guess is my question.
I think he was a linesman. So,
okay.
Linesmen can last pretty long in the NFL. But it really depends on how you save your money and how you do your money. So I don't know if he broke or not.
Okay.
His name doesn't ring. He wasn't no superstar.
Oh, got it.
Okay. I didn't know who he was. I did know about Samuels. I didn't know
Chris.
him.
Okay.
But this guy, no. But linemen can last a long time. I'm a little upset about Monique.
I was just about to ask. Now that's very shocking to me.
Yeah.
But what I wonder is this. So Stacey was the fan favorite, right?
And I didn't get that either.
They love Stacey. Like, Stacey is just quirky to me, but they love Stacey. And Monique was the one with the storyline against Stacey.
Yeah.
And then she came out later after the show saying that she knew that it wasn't Stacey. I wonder if Bravo was like, bitch, like you had us do that whole thing for the season and you knew that it was not Stacey the entire time. So I think Monique accidentally got herself fired because of that storyline against Stacey. That's my thought.
Yeah. Yeah, something not right there. I actually don't like the new Monique. The old Monique was messy.
I had 5 houses.
Right. But yeah, I was a little surprised to see that. Jazz, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
Robin is back.
I hate it. And I'm happy she's a friend because it lets me know that you begged to come back. And Giselle begged for you to come back. And you took that because you needed it.
Why did they want Ashley fired, though?
Because Ashley is messy as hell and she doesn't have a storyline. Her storyline this season was trash. All it was her going around trying to bully people. She got very nasty with it and then tried to apologize for all of it. She got very nasty with it. That's the thing. They got to leave Stacey alone. I don't know why everybody made their storyline Stacey, but I'm telling you now, Stacey is a fan favorite. She is not going anywhere. You got to pivot. You got to find something else to do.
Jay said that to me about Stacey, that he likes Stacey. She's a bat out of hell. She's kind of like, she has that white humor, but I like
I love white dark humor.
She's not
yes.
Cultured at all.
No. The Detroit slips out a little bit. She buries it very well, though. You got to pay attention. But she buries it.
Yeah, she doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
But the people love her.
I like Stacey.
The people.
I don't love her, but I like Stacey.
Robin and the Grand Dame
are back.
They will not let Charisse back on this show.
Charisse did a Mariah, and Bravo does not like that. That's all it is. Like, white women can get away with that. Black women can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about your girl, Drew.
Okay, let me be very clear. Drew Sidora is not my girl.
Okay, Chicago's own Drew.
I ain't like Drew Sidora since she stole Darwin from Melanie.
Okay. We didn't like her in the TLC movie.
She was okay.
Okay. Yeah, Drew is they say, Drew, you got to go, baby. You got to go. And they said that the kids been missing too much damn school. They done gave temporary custody to Ralph. Is this a true story, Kim?
The sad part about it is that it is a true story.
Wow. And then when you see her on Housewives of Atlanta, it is just, she just I want to like her because she's from Chicago. She just comes out so pretentious.
And just bad.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes. So everybody knows that Ralph has been living in the basement of the marital home for, I think, almost 2 years now or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The judge has ruled that Drew has to be out of the home by May. And she has come out and said that she cannot afford for her and her oldest son to leave the home, that she would be homeless. I do not know what in the world Drew could have did in order for a judge to put a mother out of her house. Like, that's just not really something that happens.
The trash state of
Georgia. Don't get me wrong. But like something really, really had to happen. Like Ralph had to catch her doing something in order for the judge to rule like this. So I'm very shocked.
What does Ralph do where he still makes more money than she does?
They IT.
Okay, well, that's the way to go. That is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
That is the way to go. So, well, this is not a man versus woman, husband versus wife. This is a family. So we do want to keep them in our prayers and hope that everything works out. And Drew, get it together. What are you doing with your woman? Then I got to see you on the show. You dating this man. You dating this woman. You
Wait a minute, you was dating the woman?
Oh, okay.
See, I didn't watch. Once they put Kenya off, I was done. And then I tried to start this new season because I knew we were going to talk about it.
Then they got, but I think you should watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's two. We're 2 episodes in.
Both
I can see how it's getting ready to heat up. Where they say Drew was with Ty. So it's just like, come on, get your kids to school on time. You trying to worry about who you doing this and messing with somebody, baby daddy Drew. Come on, you're from Chicago. Be better. Be better. And speaking of Drew, Drewski strategic. I like
he's so good.
Because he knew that he could not do Candace Owens before he did Erica Curry. So Candace Owens was, yes, I love it. I love it. I love the skit. But now we have Drewski going as Candace Owens, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Let me say something. Drewski is phenomenal. And if Dave Chappelle comes back, Drewski needs to be on the Dave Chappelle show. Yeah. His characters are absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
His makeup artist is absolutely phenomenal. And I am here for all of it. I am so excited that he does not care that everybody is mad.
Yeah.
So shout out to Drewski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drewski making fun of the Republicans and Candace Owens, I'm pretty sure she is red as well.
Yes, she is.
And for some reason she's starting to come back home. But this Donald Trump mess. And I had a whole thing of the stuff going on in Hungary. And, we still have the Iran war and the Strait of Hormuz and healthcare in Mexico. I said, you know what? We're not going to do that today. It's been a bad day here in Chicago. But when I saw this picture, and this goes with what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
When, the post and delete.
Yes.
And I told Ian Chappelle, I said, you can delete it all you want.
Yeah.
You've already done the damage.
Absolutely.
Because it takes a second to screenshot, and this has been everywhere. So it may not be on your Donald Trump Twitter page. It may not be on the White House page or on whitehouse.gov, but this is circulating. When I saw this, I my insides just crawled. That this man is just out of control and so disrespectful to the people all over the world. Christians, Muslims, Jews, doesn't matter. Just a very nasty, nasty man that has so much power, and the White House can't get rid of him fast enough.
I was so disappointed when people were trying to come out and justify this. When he got his dumbass on CNN, it was like, oh, I thought it was me being depicted as a doctor. Like, I thought it was the doctor in, like, the Red Cross that we support, which he has cut funding for. Anybody that tried to defend this, anybody that said that, like, oh, they're making such a big deal out of this, is really not paying attention. In the book of Revelations, it says that the Antichrist will come. And I personally believe that the Antichrist is here. And I believe that Trump really does see himself like this. I think that Trump really does believe he is godlike, that he is God, that the reason that he's able to do all of these things is because he's ordained in some way. How are you fighting with the Pope? How are you fighting with the Pope? The Pope has always been against war. So, of course, when Pope Leo says, I'm against war, that's not a statement against Trump. This is what lets you know that his ego is just so fragile. And like, he is the epitome of a white man that can't get his way. Like, that is literally all Trump is. When he throws these fits, when he posts these things, all it is him like being upset that like people are not praising him. And shout out to Pope Leo for doubling down, right? When they come back to him and say, he like, yo, he don't make me move. I said, that's the Chicago in him. I don't know if the whites caught that, but he definitely was just like, yeah, I'm not worried about what he got to say about me. He'll be fine. But this just lets me know that all of this is just the beginning. Like, I don't even think we've seen the worst of everything yet. The only reason he took this down is because the white evangelicals were upset. And he needs that vote. But don't forget, when he posted them pictures of Barack Obama and Michelle as gorillas, and all of the backlash came, He never took them down.
Yeah.
He never took them down. So pay attention and read the book of Revelations immediately.
Hurtful.
Yeah.
This hurt.
Immediately.
This hurt. Anytime you get to say the name Jesus, that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
And so, they say all bad press is good press.
This is not something about the name Jesus.
But the name, at least we got the name to ring bells. This was despicable and disgusting. And this human being is just, you don't want to wish death on anyone.
We Christians, we don't do that.
And you don't want to betray your country. When you see all the others kind of ganging up now, you're like, you know what? And we're on this soil. But yikes, you have to reel yourself in. I have to reel myself in, not to be sad, not to be angry, because this is bad. Shady Pie is live on Facebook. He's a narcissist. Remember that too. Yep. Definitely the epitome of a narcissist. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yeah.
And follow us on all social media podcast platforms. So the Silver Room is back. I don't think I've ever been to a Silver Room fest.
Are you sure? Down on 53rd? That's where it started.
What's the other one's name? Silver Room, and it's another fest. Hyde Park Fest or...
Well, Hyde Park Fest is a Silver Room.
Silver Room? No, it was another.
No, because I'm
one earlier and then there was one later. But yeah.
Okay.
Silver Room is back.
Yeah.
I did go on 53rd.
Yeah, that was the Silver Room Fest because Silver Room, the store, was on 53rd.
Okay.
And then they got a little ditty, and then they moved us over to the park. Yeah. That's where we seen Busta Rhymes and all of them. Yeah. Remember?
Then they went to the lakefront.
Yeah, I think they missed the year, then went to the lakefront, but now they going to the Salt Shed.
What are your thoughts on that?
I gotta see what's gonna be there because I heard these tickets is like $90. I don't know.
They gotta rent the Salt Shed.
Depending on what they got going on, depending on who's gonna show up. Now, the Salt Shed has a seating level above the general admission off to the side, and it's your own seats, your own bar, your own bathroom. Now, if those tickets are not sold out, then it might be an option for me. But I'm not standing down in the general admission to just stand all day. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Salt Shed, never been there before.
I'm so shocked. I think you would love the Salt Shed.
I need a seat.
No, it's up. So they have seats. They do. So they got seats like in the back, and then they have seats on the side. The seats
limited.
It is limited. That's where we see.
I'm not on the internet. I don't sit behind a desk all day. I'm out in the field. So I can't be sitting there waiting on the tickets to go on sale, and all that.
You carry your phone, right?
I'm not doing all that.
Okay, the phone is a computer. I don't know. Why? I don't know why it mattered that you was in the office or not. But
I'm not going to no concert or no venue where I can't sit down. I like to sit down.
Okay.
And I just think that taking it to the north side is just really.
Yikes. I didn't think about
taking the authenticity.
Yeah.
The originality of what the Silver Room really is. So luckily I haven't been in bed with the Silver Room. So yeah.
Okay.
You all have fun. And we will
I need a seat. So yeah. I need a seat. So if the seats is gone, I'm not going. And then the Salt Shed, you can't bring your own seat. So I'm out. Yeah, I want to be very, very clear. That's another thing. The Silver Room knows their age demographic. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like certain times, like, people be trying to jump out and do other stuff. Like, the Silver Room has never been about the younger crowd. It's like our age demographic. So we need a seat.
Age demographic and the color.
Yeah, that. But I'm just saying in general, like the reason that it worked when they did, it right there in the middle, everybody could bring their own chair. So it was like, oh, okay, of course, we'll come and sit out here all day because I have my own chair. I'm not about to stand around the Salt Shed for no 6 hours. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can have it.
That part.
So I encourage everyone to go watch the interview that Kendra G did, where she talked about dating, and she's always been in the realm of dating as a radio personality. She did the single show that came up with some very viral moments. Like she called it. She said 29. He went off on her. But her stance was that she could not date a white man.
Yeah.
Or marry a white man. And I don't know if she was referring to sext a white man. Yeah. Because he was white. Oh, and okay. All the things that black people have gone through, yeah, and hell are going through, yeah, okay, because of the white man. Yes. Love is love. We've always promoted that here on Unapologetic. You love who you we love. Love. You don't give a damn who you're doing. We love. Okay? Yes. But we are starting to see a trend, yeah, I guess, of black women who are coming up dead. Yeah. That are dating, married, involved with, on trips with white men. And I don't really, I'm not a fan of interracial dating. I don't make that, I don't, I'm unapologetic about that. And I do think that, black people need to have black kids. I think that, Japanese people need to have Japanese kids, just to keep, the race going, the bloodline going. Black people are going towards extinction. If you look at some of the patterns of the family, I know the good ones are definitely don't look like me and you. Yeah. So I think that this is something that I'm glad is bringing the people I bring awareness to. Yeah. So hopefully it will stop. And not saying don't date out of your race, but definitely be conscious, be aware, because especially in this world with the maniac, yeah, that is in office, they're going to choose them every time. They're going to choose them every time, and they have the power. Yeah. And what are your thoughts when you see this, when you hear about it? What are your thoughts, and how does it make you feel? I want to send condolences to Ashley Janae's family, her child, her friends. This story has not set well with me ever since I originally heard the first part of it. I thought that they put out that it was a suicide just way too soon. Like it was like boom and then boom. And that usually doesn't really happen even out of the country. But Ashley Renee was an influencer, and she was recently engaged to a man named Joe McCann, which is a really big guy in IT. They said net worth is like somewhere in like $32 million or something like that. It seems like they had went on this trip for a surprise engagement. They got engaged. They were in Tanzania. After the original report came out saying that she killed herself and her family was not having it, we find out more details that her and this man had actually got into such a heated argument that the hotel had to separate them into two different villas. And then later on that night around 2 a.m., a hotel employee and Joe find her deceased in her suite by hanging herself. One thing I want to stop and say is that this trope of
all of these black people being found hung and they're hanging themselves. White people, you got to come up with a better plot. Like I'm not even being facetious. Like you literally have to come up with a better plot. Um, her parents came out later saying that Joe waited 11 hours to call them to tell them that their daughter was deceased. The mom said that it wasn't even actually Joe, it was the hotel that they found out from. And now, because it has became so big, the hotel had to, do their own investigation. The police have stepped in, and he is now not charged, but they have his passport, and he's still there. Absolutely ridiculous. Love who you want to love, but know who you are loving. Is my point. That's all.
Know that racism is alive and well.
Woo, every day.
And know that in the heat of an argument, and I don't read these stories purposely.
Okay.
I don't want it in my algorithm.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to become angry, sad. But know that there are some good people.
Yes.
There's some good YTs.
Yes.
However, racism is alive and well here in America. And when people get angry, you have to look to the first place they decide to go when they get angry. And it's usually to call you the N-word.
Well, I mean that, of course. I think more of it is too is that like I'm not again being facetious, but like if you look at the history of white men, they don't really deal with you leaving them well, right? Like if you go back and look at these women that have gone missing, and then you find out 6 months later the husband and took them out to the middle of the where they fish and dropped them off, like know who you are dating. I think that's more what it is. Like, take the race out of it, right? This right here is absolutely tragic, right? But know the person that you are entwining your life with. I get and understand you see this man, he's worked all these millions, it's changing your life or whatever like that. But now your family has literally set up a GoFundMe because he will not help them get over there. He will not bring her back over here. And this man is somebody that your daughter was supposed to be spending the rest of her life with. If she really did, if this really happened the way that he said, wouldn't you be like overly concerned about her family? Wouldn't you be overly like, okay, let me get y'all the first flight out here so we can figure out what happened, what's going on? But he goes ghost. The mom said that after they found out that they couldn't get in contact with him for days. Doesn't make sense.
I have some good white friends.
Yes, ditto.
Good Asian friends and good Latin friends. You know, you have to know your personnel.
Oh, yes.
And you know that black people are considered the bottom of the barrel. So just be very careful who you choose.
Amen to that.
Because once things get a chance, if things go left, if we don't want things to go left, this man could be innocent.
Yeah.
There's another a story out where the white man is saying that his wife fell off the boat.
Oh yeah,
into the Bahamas. Yeah, like okay.
Well, they let him out, no charges.
Yeah,
but the daughter said she don't believe it.
Yeah, well,
yeah, the daughter said that she does not believe it at all.
Well, and you have to be very careful of people who worship money.
Yes.
You know, just be careful.
Amen. 100%.
Unapologetic on all social media and podcast platforms. Season 16 in full effect. if you get a chance, listen and watch the show. Black women are the problem. Yeah, that was a terrible segue.
Yeah. All right, my goodness.
And we're gonna go to part two.
Yes.
I don't know if we're gonna call it that though, but we're gonna have the rebuttal. We're gonna have a rebuttal show. We're looking at next Wednesday night. So please tune in as you always do, like and share, and just be careful out here. The weather's warming up.
Oh, yes.
And people like to act up, and choose yourself. Stay true to yourself and just be conscious and know that, sometimes it's okay to walk away and just say no.
Amen to that.
We out.
Good night.